So today we're down at our third heifer farm, cleaning out the barn under here. It's a bank barn. We brought down our one of our skid loaders from the home farm, and we're using the skid loader that stays at this farm here. Alley all scraped up. We're putting the manure over in the pit there. Water fountain. Today's New Year's Eve. It's about 45 degrees. We got beef cattle and some dairy heifers over there also. Working on this right now, and we'll get back to it. Sunday afternoon, YouTube. Yesterday, working on this beast right here. Good old LS 170. I got one of these machines left, 260 sitting right there. But on these ones here, you got to take the 4 tires off, and there's a grease zerk right behind there. Takes a decent amount of grease. So get your jack for the back, and the front you can just use your boom. Zip them off with a Milwaukee there, and clean the air filter out. Radiator's blown out. Bunch of mud. This whole pile of mud came out from up at the other farm. A little bit moist when we're getting out of the bags there. Milwaukee grease gun and an impact we was using yesterday, along with some scrapers, get the mud off and stuff. Put some never sees on so them come off easy. Got a new group of cattle in yesterday. Got a little bit of snow overnight. It's too muddy and wet though. It didn't stick. Stay around just in the grass parts. So we got a new group of cattle, probably 30 or so. Usually what that dairy brings us. Coming up here, gotta scrape these free stalls here today. Usually every other day we scrape them. Pit will be full. Probably get the manure spreader that we got that unloads out of the back. Get that old girl fired up and load her up. We'll take her up to the other farm. We got a lagoon. Since it's too wet, moist out to be home. And plug this tractor in so we can load her up here. And when Dad goes up and does chores, probably take her up there and dump a load off. Kind of a thing to do this time of year. I put 2 big square bales in the back of this here. This comes down when you're loading, and then when you're running it, get her up, you got a conveyor chain there to push to the front, and then you got that big chopping auger. Chops her all up, and you got a fan up there in the front, spits her out the spout, and you can control that where you want to go. Just runs off 540 PTO. Got her on a John Deere 4320 here. A little bit of a cab so you're not getting dust on you, and keep the breeze off in the winter. So we got the freestall scraped and the spreader loaded up. He took it up to the other farm. The pit was full, and got 2 bales here for underneath. Just got some sawdust in, so we're working on scraping and bedding pens 3 and 4 right now. This morning we hung the gate. It's right after lunch now. Monday afternoon. Stockpile that's what we're working on right now today. Got pen 4 all cleaned out. It's been about 2 hours between these two pens, getting them cleaned out, putting sawdust in. Had to move about half the sawdust pile because I had the sawdust all the way out to here. So I made a little ramp and pushed it to the back, and then they had it too far over. They got it like this way, and it's supposed to be like that. They can't seem to get it right when they show up, but it's alright. It's fixed now. Had to move a bunch so it's back there. Got the crap pile right here. Keeping her even going this way, so in about a month, if we don't get the manure hauled out, if you just keep putting it here, well then before you got, by the end, you gotta drive all the way to the end of the pile and turn, and then you're ripping up the gravel. If you just come down, work it evenly all the way out to the edge of the concrete. Yeah, she's a good 10, probably 11 foot tall of manure here. Just got about 3 foot here, so that way you got, be sure truckers can get around here. They still got plenty of room because they're just they got another 10 foot, 15 foot they can be turning that way. Got her nice and tight on the back end here. Got the scrap and some used tires and some tiles and over there. Didn't go too bad. Got a gate hung and a little man gate fixed today. Go clean up the bags again today and see how froze up the driveway is going back to the back of the farm, and move some plastic. We'll have to see once. But so right now we're at the corn silage bag. Corn silage is the whole corn stalk all chopped up. It's all chopped up. There's a couple little kernels in there all smashed up too. She's a little bit frozen since it's took cold out. But when we cut these, come up here, see where it kind of drops off. So there's the top right there. We'll come down just a little bit and cut it even the whole way across, just like that. Come down. Now we're basically half done cutting. And then I brought the bucket along with. Get the stuff that's over there, put it back in the middle. Got a little bucket on so you can see what you're doing. Just basically push all this over here and up in there and get her loosened up. It's easier for Dad to feed. Then once you get about 3-4 foot from the end there, put your knife back in. Take the end, just fold it up here. You don't want to cut the whole piece off because it might blow away. And you got a bunch of plastic all over the place. So you just do one of them numbers. Then you can get all this feed in here corner over there. Because eventually there gets mud in here, and then, yeah. Basically just turns to right here, a mud and silage mix. So this will be the last bag until we get over there. We got we got like 2 rows of corn over there, 2 more up there, so be set for a while. Right now we're feeding out of 3 bags, and we're feeding some dry hay there also. We'll start her up and get her going here. Sun's starting to go down, so I won't be able to see the best. Yeah, I see a bunch of dirt's frozen to the bottom of this bucket. I don't know, can you guys see that? There we go. You gotta watch, there might be a little hole or something, not to make it any bigger or create any more holes, or try your best to. It's not the easiest. Oh boy. Bucket on the ground, lift it up about 3 inches, go in, take this from the side, and move it over to the middle. Like that. Do that 2 or 3 times, depending on how much feed you got on the sides, and you're set. I get on the gator, and there's 2 of the 4 tires are low. I guess when she's nice and brisk and frozen, she's low bump. In this one, you can stick your foot about into the rim. Oh yeah. She's a little low and a little cold outside. So the trucker's gonna be coming. He's gonna be bringing us some half semi-load of hay and half semi-load of straw. Both gonna be on the same load, but he'll be here in about half an hour. So we gotta bed up and scrape and bed these smallest heifers here today. Pen's getting a little bad, not too bad, but go ahead and get her all cleaned out. Here's the gate we ended up putting on yesterday. Red gate right here. Ended up fixing this all up right in here. Looks like they put that on there. Souvenir right there, boys. No, they probably put that on so the gate don't come off, and then it'll probably stay open, but drilled all the way through all 3 of them right there, put them all together, and got that fixed. So now shut it. There you go. So we'll move these guys here. I cleaned this pen out yesterday. We'll bring them in from outside and put them all over here so we can run these outside and start cleaning this out and get the hay and straw unloaded. So the John Deere 4430 here, started her up. She's about 34 degrees out. Been sitting here about a week, so we'll see how she starts up here, boys. No plugged in, no ether. Might have to assist her with a little bit, but let's see what she's got. So that is what we worked on today. Took this post here out and put cement in here, put some straw on it because it's gonna get pretty cold here yet tonight. and took the post off the gate there. This one that's got 2 boards on it is the one that went from the post to that barn, and this one that's gray and red here that swings around goes from the post to the barn on this side, so we can move cattle from barn to barn. And we're gonna switch this gate out because it's a real pain, and put this new gate here. And we got this notched out right here so it can go over the bunk here. And then worked on the bunk here. All the tin was coming off from the cattle wearing on it, and it was like laid all the way out to here, so we got it back in place, got it nice and straightened out, and then did the same over here. It was fine on this end, but down there put some wood on. I left for that, but they got that all figured out. Got the wood on there. Dad put the hay away. I got the straw put away earlier. We're going up to the big barn right now. Got the L220 with us, big manure bucket. We're sending it up to we're bedding the right side, scraping, putting sawdust in. Later, while Dad's doing chores here, we're gonna work on the left side and put straw in this pen here also. Just put straw in, not worrying about scraping it yet today. And then we got about 75 head in this pen here. We got to scrape and bend also. Probably just scrape it. We don't need to put any salt or sand in. Thanks for watching.